The kingdom of Ehizokhae remained silent in mourning, yet the whispers of the past never truly faded. For years, no one dared to cross the Ovia River, fearful of the spirits that now roamed its depths. The elders spoke in hushed tones of Omoyeni's fate, a warning woven into the fabric of their traditions. But Prince Ehizokhae was not among those who bowed to fear. The loss of Omoyeni had not broken him, it had hardened him. He stood by the riverbanks each night, his fingers brushing over the single red bead he had retrieved from the shore. It was no longer just a token of love, it was a promise unfulfilled. One evening, as the sun bled into the horizon, an old woman approached him. She was an Idunu, a seer of the gods, her back bent by age but her eyes sharp as a hawk's. "You seek what is beyond reach, prince," she rasped, her voice like dried leaves in the wind. Ehizokhae clenched his fists. "Tell me what I must do." The woman studied him for a long moment before dipping her fingers into the river, drawing symbols onto the earth. The wind stirred as if the spirits themselves had leaned in to listen. "The bead binds her," she murmured. "To free Omoyeni, you must return it to the ancestors." Ehizokhae's heart pounded. "How?" She pointed beyond the great river. "At the mouth of the sea, where the waters meet the sky, lies the temple of Olekan. Cast the bead into the sacred waters. But beware, prince, if the gods find your heart unworthy, you will be lost as she was." With determination burning in his chest, Ehizokhae set forth. He did not ride with an escort, nor did he carry the insignia of royalty. This was a journey for the heart, not the crown. For days, he traveled, through forests thick with ancient spirits, across plains where no man dared to tread. And finally, he arrived at the edge of the world. The temple of Olekan stood upon a jagged cliff, the waves crashing violently below. The air hummed with unseen energy, the voices of the ancestors woven into the salty breeze. As Ehizokhae stepped forward, the bead in his hand grew heavier, as if resisting its fate. "Omoyeni," he whispered, lifting the bead high. "Let fate be rewritten." With a final breath, he cast the forbidden bead into the raging waters. For a moment, all was still. Then the sky cracked with light, the sea surging as if in agony or relief. A brilliant blue wave rose, stretching toward the heavens before crashing down in a burst of silver mist. And in its wake, a figure stood at the water's edge. Omoyeni. Her ebony skin shimmered under the moonlight, her golden beads catching the glow of the stars. She looked at Ehizokhae, her eyes filled with a sorrow as deep as the sea. "You defied the gods for me," she murmured. "I would defy the heavens themselves," he replied. Tears slipped down her cheeks, mixing with the ocean spray. "But I am no longer of this world, Ehizokhae." His breath hitched, his heart shattering anew. There must be a way. The wind whispered around them, carrying the voice of Olekan herself. "Love has rewritten destiny once. Would you risk all to do so again?" Ehizokhae did not hesitate. "Yes." The sea roared, and the ancestors watched. But what price would the gods demand for such defiance?